My goodness. Okay, so I just took a long video without actually being on video. But there's a bull. Hey, bull. That's following the cow over there. She's kind of the resident cow with her calf. Oh, there's he's got a nice picture of him. Just forks on his brow tines, so he's not legal. And I don't think he's big enough, wide enough to be legal. 50 inches is the minimum. I ought to run him down and measure him, I guess, but I think that's illegal, and it probably wouldn't work. So, anyway, that cow there, I think, is the one. If she's the one that there's kind of resident cow that kind of hangs in the area, she'd be the one that ran me up a tree this spring because her calf was, that's actually pretty big right now, but her calf was down there by the pond and in the grass. I didn't realize that, but I saw her up by the road about 300 yards away when I pulled in to check on some things, and she come running down here, and what do you know? I knew she was after me because the cow moose doesn't come running from 300 yards away for no reason at all, you know. And so then I climbed up a tree and called a friend to come help me out. So he was on his way, but then she walked over and got her calf right by the edge of the pond, and it stood up and it walked with her, and she took it to the edge of the muskeg down there, and stayed there and watched me while I did my thing. And she was all right then, but you got to take a mama cow seriously. They're the most deadly animal in Alaska, I believe, and they're the reason that my cousin, who was a colorectal surgeon, he would work on people in Anchorage. He was a surgeon for a few years in Anchorage. He would work on people that had gotten moose stomped as a colorectal surgeon. Well, that tells you it's pretty severe injuries if a colorectal surgeon is working on you from getting stomped by a moose. If tourists don't realize that moose are dangerous. I do, thankfully, especially a mama cow in the spring with her adorable calves that people want to take pictures of. But resist the temptation. It's not worth it. Anyway, I'm glad we didn't have to. I'm glad I was able to get up a tree. I was glad she didn't stomp me. Glad we didn't have to do anything drastic to get her out of there. Because she's still around and now she's attracting bulls. Well, or at least this one anyway. And that's a very good thing. Maybe next year he'll come around again, and maybe it'll be in season, and maybe he'll be legal. As it is, it looks like he's got 2 brow tines on each side. You need 3 brow tines on one side for it to be legal currently, or 50 inches wide. And I don't think he's 50 inches wide. Not quite. Probably 49 3/4. Enough to make you want to shoot him, but not quite enough to actually be legal.